sir. Yes, sir, man. Y'all already know what it do, gang. We live, we back, man. Welcome or welcome back, whatever the case may be. If you've been here for a while or if you're new here, I'm your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. This is the Golden Goose DFS experience where we specialize in single entry content. But listen, man, have no fear. Like I always tell you, no matter your style of play, man. If you play single entry, perfect. We right here. We got you. If you do 3 max, 20 max, 150 max, whatever the case may be, man, this is one of the best spots you can be in. I'm telling you. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bell on so you can be here rocking with me every day when the videos drop. All right. Once again, guys, just a friendly reminder, no fan duel for the next couple of days, man. Just DK, really busy at work, tied up. I'm only having a chance to do one lineup a night right now. You know, got some holiday events and all that. So really busy time at work. Just one lineup a night for me right now. We're going to go through that lineup review. Like I said, if you're new here, this is my starting 5 series where I bring you 5 plays across the various positions. That's definitely going to be in my player pool. I try to kind of start you off with a lineup construction, give you something to look at, see some guys I'm going to be on, and that's what we aim to do here. But before we do that, man, we got my lineup pulled up from last night. A little quick lineup review for you, and then we'll get right into the plays. Y'all know I don't like to hold you long, man. Hit that like button, man. All right, let's get it. Last night, low scoring night, man. Definitely rough night, weird night. We had a lot of value, but it was still a low scoring night. I think the winning score was like 300 or something. This is the $12 single entry over here. I just not went with the Giannis trade route. You saw the video yesterday. You know I was high on trade. That game kind of got out of hand, turned to a little bit of blowout there. I was looking for some fireworks. That's why I went trade paired on with Giannis. I was hoping this was the highest scoring game on the slate, the shootout we was looking for. That really was Boston, Detroit, surprisingly. But yeah, Young and Giannis just really killed my night, really let me down. I had the Boston Celtics value in there. Of course, you had to get to those guys. Had the Whites, Houses, Pritchard. You could have got some Brown in there as well. I wanted to have 3 or 4 Celtics in my lineup. That was the way to go. And then just try to get little different pieces around it. Didn't quite work out. D'Angelo Russell, 81%. He destroyed everybody. But at that higher ownership, you still could have. I think the winner had Russell in his lineup in this particular contest. So Russell didn't destroy you if you had him just because of his high ownership last night. The other guy, Jam Miller here at 3K. Thought I was getting a little different with a value piece that wasn't too many people were going to be on. That was not the case in this contest. 42% on. And besides, I needed the 3K value because I was trying to fit Giannis in this particular lineup. But he did not come through at all. Like I said, Hauser was straight. Giannis with the letdown. Pritchard let down as well. Tried to get another little low on piece here in Nas Reed, 4,600. This game turned into a blowout, and he just didn't pick up extra run. He's not a starter. I would have thought he still would have got more run with the second unit in the blowout, but did not quite happen, man. Nas Reed only 14 points. So rough outing over here. Just my one line up there. Let's get on to today's slate and see if we can't get corrected and back on the right path. All right, 2 rough nightings out, man. I usually don't really have too many back-to-back rough nightings, but we gonna get it fixed tonight, man. Let's get right into it. We got a nice 7-game slate. 7 on DK. You know you're gonna be waiting on injury news, man. You already know how it go. We already have some injury news out. It's a lot of value right now early on in the slate. It's probably going to be a stars and scrubs slate, but I'm interested to see how that go due to where the value is and where the pay-up options are. We'll get into that a little later in the video. Let's go and get you started right now with my point guard at the top, Luka Doncic, man, 11-2, going against these Washington Wizards. I'm telling you, it's going to be a stars and scrubs night, but the stars, it's gonna be difficult to pair with certain scrubs, so we'll have to see. But Luka Doncic definitely can get back here. The only concern here is the blowout, man. We gotta hope Washington can stay in here a little bit. But if it's a blowout, 9 times out of 10, Luka had a hand in it. So you don't really want to try to predict blowouts, but if you can kind of gauge them, it can help you. So, but like in the Luka here, man, like I said, you're just going to have the money to pay up to him. You'll see when we get to the rest of the starting 5. You're just going to have salary galore. We got several 3K options. I'm talking about flat 3K options. We got 3 or 4 of them today. So it's definitely going to be a stars and scrub. Like going back to Luka here at 11-2. Hopefully Washington can keep it close all the way to at least the beginning of the fourth quarter. We can get a full run out of Luka here. But 11-2, he's just been smashing, fresh back off of injury. He should continue to smash it here in this spot. Nothing to really concern me or worry me with the Washington Wizards over there. All right. At the shooting guard, man, we going to your thumbnail, my boy, D-Book, 9,400. Going against the New Orleans Pelicans here. Now, we know the Suns are without Durant, so it is the Book and Bill show. Really the Book show. Bill hasn't really been going crazy, but he's there. The price is elevated on him. You can get to him if you want to. I'd rather just find the extra $900 and get to Book. This is my guy. You know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I'm a Devin Booker fan. We play him heavily around these parts. I like getting to him at 9,400. He should orchestrate the whole show here against the Pelicans, man. They're favorite to win. The only way they're going to do that is Booker and Bill show up. So I think they win here. I think it's on the back of Booker. Give me Devin Booker here at 9,400. Now, at the small forward, man, the forward position is really rough today, man. It's going to be interesting to see where everybody go at the small forward position, especially. It's some value there. But a guy I got my eye on is Mikal Bridges right here for the New York Knicks, 5,700. First thing off the bat, it's the New York Knicks and Tibbs, so you know the minutes are going to be there. We're not concerned with that. But he's finally stringed together a couple of good performances over the last 2 games. It's looking like he's kind of coming around and hit form. I like getting to him at this price tag going against these Charlotte Hornets here at 5,700, man. Hopefully he can keep the ball rolling offensively and stay involved here against this Hornet team that they shouldn't have any real struggle with. No Melo over there for them. Give me some Mikal Bridges. I'm about to say, give me some Mikal Bridges at 5,700. Like the mid-tier value on it, the minutes should be there. If he can continue to fill it up, he's a guy that can go drop 35, maybe 40 here in this spot if he's hot shooting from the field. I like getting the Mikal Bridges at 5,700 at the small forward. Now, at the power forward, it's going to be one of your first value pieces, man. The guy I want to look at is Matis Buzelis here at the flat 3K for Chicago Bulls. Now, quick caveat. He may not start, all right? We know Kobe White is out for the Chicago Bulls team. That should bring Ayo DeSumo into play. I like getting to him. He's a solid value play as well. But we also have Giddey questionable. If Giddey questionable, that is going to open up another spot in the starting lineup if he sits out. Could be Buzelis. We saw him pick up minutes and play well last time. But they could go with a plethora of people, man. It could be Julian Phillips. He's been picking up minutes in the rotation. It could be Torrey Craig. It could be Taylor Horton Tucker. But it does not matter, man. I got Buzelis here. He's the flat 3K. Everybody else is 3,100, 3,200, 3,300. So if it's not Buzelis starting, it's just a simple pivot to one of those guys who are starting. So I plan to take advantage of the Chicago Bulls value here, but we're just going to have to wait on the starting lineup to see who starts. Matis Buzelis is my favorite. Hopefully he gets the start and is good to go. I'm definitely going to have plenty of him at the flat men. He's probably going to be chalky if he starts, definitely with this type of game he gave you a very good game last time out, so people definitely going to have their antennas up looking for him. But at the flat 3K, man, if he's starting, it's hard to beat flat men value starting that should get 25 to 30 minutes, man. Give me Matis Buzelis here at 3K. Now, that being said, brings me to the other side of this game at the center spot, man, and you're just getting to Zach Collins. I don't know what to do. Playing Zach Collins, near the flat, man. There's no Wemby over here. But now this brings into the point that I was saying, all right? You got all this value on the slate, a lot of it at the center. The best value is at the center. You have Zach Collins and Charles Bassett. This has kind of been a split between these two in the past when Wemby is out. I have no problem playing these two together. Like if you look at it, that's basically you getting a $6,500 player and you getting pretty much 48 minutes. So I'm not opposed to playing these two guys together. Now, the problem you're going to have with that, with the value being at the centers and the forwards, your best pay up options are at the center. The majority, I'm gonna say the best, the majority of your pay up options are at the center on this slate. So if once you get outside of Luka, your other pay up option is Jokic. I mean, you can get the SGA, but that's probably gonna be they just be crushing teams, and he just never really gets there for you. But Jokic, Sabonis, Towns, you know what I'm saying? 3 of the top 4 pay up options besides Luka is all centers. So it's going to be interesting to see how people do and where they choose to spend their salary at. But you definitely getting to one of these value centers from the Spurs, man. I don't care if it's Zach Collins or Bassey, whoever's your favorite. I think they're both in play. Like I said, I think you can put them in a lineup together. But definitely getting some Zach Collins. He is going to be a lock. Probably, if I was playing multiple lineups tonight, he'd probably be in 90% of my stuff, only because I don't like going 100% on no one. But he'd be in 85, 90% of my lineups. All right. There you have it, man. Your starting 5 for DraftKings: Luka Doncic, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Montes Buzelis, and Zach Collins, man. Y'all know any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below in the comment section. I'll respond as soon as I see it, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Make sure you hit that like button, too. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.